So I haven't really been paying attention to this, and I haven't read either of these articles, but now it's become apparent to me that it's like gone viral, been picked up by the media. This 100 men versus one gorilla thing. So I guess it's just worth stating my opinion. This video is not about this really. Just I wanted to put it in the beginning here because it seems to be big right now. 100 men versus one gorilla. Who would win? And I think that it's really stupid on the surface because 100 men should be able to take out anything really. Like I feel like 100 men should be able to take out an elephant if they're working together. So I don't know what the experts are chiming in on this, but it just gives them a time to talk about how big and scary gorillas are. And I guess what I will mention is that I have been seeing some people wake up to the fact that gorillas don't actually show any feats of strength. What you'll get, the most impressive things out of the gorillas is that they can actually run really fast in those suits, which should make you wonder why a beast that big can even run so fast and sprint around. And it's because the suits are foam. You can go look into the making of Gorillas in the Mist. So the suits are probably lighter than you would think based off of the mass. That would actually be a cool thing. Why don't they do live weigh-ins of the gorillas? I bet they weigh way less than what they say because the suits are mostly foam and they're very agile. I will give them that. That the gorillas jump around and pound their chest. Recently heard somebody going off about the sound they make, and it's like comical. Why do they pound their chest and it sounds like bongos to begin with? They like build a musical instrument into the animal. Uh, so the feats of strength thing. The reason that I'm rambling about this right now is because it's kind of to do with this article. This article gives the media a chance to shine the spotlight on their fake creature and tell you how dangerous it is and how strong and powerful. But that's actually good proof against gorillas. There is not video footage of them lifting super heavy things, chucking giant stones really far, ripping a tree out of the ground or something. What you get is very pound on your chest and run around and maybe swinging some stuff around, but nothing like, whoa, you're strong. It's all bark, no bite kind of thing with the fake gorilla suits. So yeah, that has to do with this. So I thought I would bring it up because I recently saw somebody in the wild that came to that realization. They were like, yeah, I actually looked and there is not evidence of gorillas doing heavy lifting type of feats of strength. On to the next part of this video. I asked the Google AI. I mean, part of me hates AI, obviously, but Google these days is so crappy that I feel like the Google AI does an okay job a lot of times. But you'll have to let me know how believable this is. I asked the Google AI what percentage of Americans believe in flat Earth these days, and they try to say it's rare. And they go on 11% of Americans believe that the Earth might be flat. That's a lot. That seems like a lot to me. And I know that I've met other Christians through Christian things that are like the silent majority. And okay, maybe not a majority in this case, but there's enough of us to not be that rare. That's a lot. If I keep reading, some sources suggest that 1 in 6 Americans are not entirely certain the world is round. Yeah, very surprising, and I think that's really cool. And yeah, I don't really know what to say about it. Just that it's not as rare and fringe as they want you to think, and that there are a lot of people out there that they're not going to be shouting it from the hilltops that they think that Earth is flat, but there's a lot more than you would think, and you wouldn't know until it's like in my scenario, I don't even know how exactly I came to know that this other Christian did not believe in NASA and all that. It's like you kind of test the waters and you're saying certain subtle clues to pick up that you might not believe everything that's on the TV. Anyways, what do you guys think of that? How mainstream flat Earth is these days. I think that is a sign of the veil being lifted. I don't think it'd be anything remotely close to that in the 90s. It was so fringe and just not something that people would think about seriously, or you just didn't hear about it. And I know that there was some wisdom in the previous generations. A lot of people had grandparents that said, hey, don't believe anything on the TV. So there were people who knew. It's just the internet has really made it easier to spot one another in a safe space. The internet really gives people a safe space. It's this anonymous safe space where you're not socially outcasted in your immediate life for sharing your real opinion about things. Matthew chapter 9, verses 37 and 38. Then saith he unto his disciples, the harvest truly is plenteous, but the laborers are few. Pray ye therefore the Lord of the harvest, that he will send forth laborers into his harvest. Matthew chapter 13, verse 33. Another parable spake he unto them. The kingdom of heaven is like unto leaven, which a woman took and hid in 3 measures of meal, till the whole was leavened. This is just something that I've been feeling a lot recently, and that you might feel alone, or like, hey, how come I don't have this huge friend group of flat earthers? Hey, how come I don't have this huge friend group of people who are awake? And I think it has to do with this leaven concept. The way that God works is actually through dispersing his, it sounds crazy, but by God dispersing his children out, spreading them out more, it's like he can cover more ground that way. And if we all were just in a happy community together, there less good would come of that, because we would just be isolated and be like, oh, the world? What? F that. It's all fake and gay or whatever. But in this way, we serve as the leaven that's raising the whole thing. And unfortunately, I mean, the flip side of this is that, hey, most people are kind of NPCs, and they're kind of, maybe it's not for them to wake up to all this stuff, but it's okay if for you it is the case. I think a ton of people out there will be saved, even though they don't wake up to this stuff, and that's okay. They're probably working in different ways. They can work in ways that are different, and I think God uses everybody in different ways, and that just shows, in my opinion, that is how God works on a very personal level, and it's not a one size fits all, everybody has to live this way. The fact that you find people at all walks of life that have, and a lot of time, I mean, this is just another thing that I connect with. God raises the lowly. Like, so often you see broken people that have been through it, but also so humble at the same time, and you see that those people love Jesus. So, and I just compare that with other religions where everybody has to try so hard. I mean, Islam would be the most obvious thing, where they're so obsessed with proving through works and their outward appearance that they are the best, and just how I know that that's not right. And so, anyways, ramble. Let me know what you think. I want to make videos like this that, even if I don't have anything revolutionary, it's cool to come on, share some Bible verses. What I do want to do soon is a video on time moving more quickly, because that's another thing everybody's talking about that right now, how they can feel time moving more quickly. So stay tuned for a video shortly. It's going to feel like nothing, but it'll probably be a few days. God bless everyone.